Hello and welcome to Everything About Windows. In this video we want to take a look at the latest insider build 17093. This build was released yesterday. There are some new changes or some changes in this build. So yeah, first of all I want to ask you to support me. If you would subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate the support from you, and please give me feedback. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, so first of all, this is a really stable build, so I have no bugs, and it's much faster than the build before. So before it was the build 17083, but this build is definitely much faster in the overall performance. And yeah, and with the time now we are heading towards or approaching the official release of the Fall Creators update. No, sorry, not the Fall Creators update, but Redstone 4. There is no official name yet. But yeah, so let's dive in. And the first new change is something for gamers. So we have a new design of the game bar. So I have taken a screenshot how it looks, and because OBS can't, when I'm recording with the OBS Studio application, I can't record the overlay here for the game bar. But yeah, that's the new design of the game bar. So it's much bigger, looks much cleaner, and looks just better than the game bar before, because I think it's a good idea to see the time if you are playing, and just clicking Windows and G, or just on your Xbox controller the Xbox symbol, and then the game bar will pop up and you can see the time. So this is really nice. And then I like also the look of the new buttons here to take a screenshot, to record, to take a record or gameplay, then to stream something, and then to enable or disable the performance mode for games, or the gaming mode. And also you have here small buttons to enable or disable the microphone if you are recording your gameplay, and also the same for the broadcast or the live stream. And there you got also the option to enable or disable the webcam of your laptop. So this is the first thing you will notice in this insider build. The next thing has to do something with graphics, and if we open up the settings and go under system and then under display, so if we go down here, you will see something called advanced graphics settings. So we open this up, and then you will see a page where you can adjust the graphics performance for specific applications. So you can maybe choose for something or for an application to save battery life, or you can push your graphic card to the limit. So you can choose an app to set a preference. So you can choose a classic app. A classic app is a Win 64 or Win 32 applications. So classic desktop applications for games like Euro Truck Simulator or Microsoft Flight Simulator X, and many applications like this. And then you have the option to choose an app from a universal app. So a universal app is something you have downloaded from the Microsoft Store, and there are a lot of games there. So you can choose basically here your application. From there you can, for example, for a classic app, you can browse for the file or the location where your game is saved. So let's say I'm heading to or I want to change something for Microsoft Flight Simulator X. I will select this folder, and then I will search for the actual game. So here it is. I click on add, and then I will see the name of the application. So it's Microsoft Flight Simulator system default. So system default means that the options or the graphic performance is on a default setting now. Then I can click on option, and here I see my GPU. So I have Intel HD graphics for 4000. And if you have another or maybe more GPUs in your computer, you can select a power saving GPU and a high performance GPU. So here I can set the graphics preference, so system default, which is the default setting of course. Then I have power saving and high performance. And if I select high performance, yeah, then it will give more, yeah, you will have just better frame rates and a better performance. So I have not tested this out yet. I will have to do this and to test out. So also you have a full screen optimization, and that's a really nice option to have here in the settings app. The next thing is also in the settings. So if we go under update and security, then you will see that the tab here for the security is renamed. So before it said, or it was named as Windows Defender Security Center, now it's just Windows Security. So if we click on this, we will have a new design page. So we can now, what that was also before there, so here you have a button to open up the Windows Defender Security Center, but now you have here more tabs or options for protection areas, so you can directly head to something what you wanna do or search for example your account protection, and that's a new thing in the Windows Defender Security Center. So the account protection gives you security options for your sign in, so you can see with which account you are signed in here. You can see options for Windows Hello, but my device doesn't support it. And here something for dynamic lock. So dynamic lock is if you are paired with Bluetooth with your mobile device, and then you have your mobile device with you, and you left your computer alone, and it disconnect from Bluetooth, so from your mobile phone, then Windows will lock automatically in a period of 10 seconds. And here it says dynamic lock is not set up and is available on your device. So I could, for example, head directly to the settings of dynamic lock to set it up. So this is also a good option here. So you can directly go to a point of Windows Security Center to change something there. Okay, so the app just crashed. The next thing in the settings is optimized privacy settings. So if we head there, you will see that now we have much more things to check for our privacy. So also what I noticed is that now everything is listed here or is categorized. So here we have Windows permissions, app permissions, we have there something which is not named, but it says just file system. So you can basically check everything, which app is allowed to take to access the video library on your computer, which app is allowed to access the picture library, and many more things for contacts, calendar, email, tasks, messaging, and so on. So here you can check everything what you want, and for apps which you don't want to use certain things or aspects of your privacy. So that's really nice there. So basically here in the settings, it's these are all the changes in the settings app. What they have improved is a new thing for Bluetooth. For example, it's now much easier to connect a device with your computer. So for example, if you have a Bluetooth mouse, you turn this mouse on and you don't want to head into the settings under devices, Bluetooth, and then search for it, you will get a toast notification which shows you a device which has Bluetooth turned on and is ready to pair. So the pairing option will just come here, and it will say something like when this is your device, you can now connect to it, or something like that. So it's much easier to connect now to your device. The next thing what they have changed here is in the timeline feature, and that this is not really a change, but because we are now approaching to the official release and the builds are now more stable, you don't wanna find here a feedback button to provide feedback for the timeline feature, but I don't have to provide feedback because the timeline feature is really stable, and yeah, it does what it should. The next thing we are gonna find in the Microsoft Edge browser, and that's an option if you wanna print something from a web page where there is many ads. So I check out a web page in Germany, so it's a computer web page, and you will see that on this page there are some or many let's say ads. So for example, here there are some ads you don't want to have on your printed document. So let's head to this article, because there we want definitely see advertisements. So let's wait that the pages finish to load. Yeah, okay. So now if we are heading to the 3-point menu and we wanna print this page. Okay, so I don't know why this doesn't work, but basically if you have many ads on a web page, you will have the option to let Windows not show up these ads on your document which you want to print, or the website which you want to print, so that every not relevant thing to this article will disappear. And yeah, you will have here an option for this, so you don't have anymore to head to Microsoft Word and then copy paste the article to not see any ads. But I don't know why this doesn't work. You know, it's an insider preview and there are some things not stable enough. So the next thing which was changed here in Microsoft Edge is the full screen mode. So I think with the creators update or fall creators update, we've got the full screen mode, and it was just a full screen mode. So you was basically able to see the whole web page without a search bar and without a taskbar. But now it's now more intuitive to use Microsoft Edge in the full screen mode, because if you are hovering or going with your mouse into the direction of the top of your display or of Windows, you will see that the search bar will come back. So I can type something there, and when I typed it in and the web page loads, everything goes back into full screen. So yeah, that's a really nice change. I like it, because when you are using the full screen mode in Microsoft Edge permanently, and you don't want every time to type tap on F11 to enter and exit the full screen mode again, now it's much easier, much better to use the full screen mode in Microsoft Edge. And yeah, in this build there were also some bug fixes. So for example, the flyout for the Wi-Fi or for the network page here was not in the fluid design, but now they have fixed it. Now everything is in fluid design, acrylic background here, and they have also fixed a lot of things, like the settings app crashed instantly when you opened it. So before in this video it crashed, but that was because I was in the Windows Defender Security Center and I just wanted to open up something, and this can happen because it's an insider build. But all in all, everything runs really smoothly. I have no problems with it. I was using it since almost 7 hours or 8 hours, and yeah, no complaints, much faster than the last build. Yeah, so that's the review of Insider Build 17093. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel please, that would really be appreciated, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye!